Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. I was trying to think of how many days it's been since I started this project, and it's only been 4. I feel like I've been doing this for a month. Got over here not too long ago, more painting to be done, painting in the master bedroom. I don't know if I posted about the colors that we're using. That might have been the video that I decided not to use. But I will show you what we're using. It is Agreeable Gray from Sherwin-Williams, and it is the trendy new grayish that everybody seems to be using. It's not beige, it's not gray, it's in between. It changes colors as you look at it sometimes too, depending on the lighting. And it goes with everything. Cool colors, warm colors, it doesn't matter. It's gonna go with everything. If you have black furniture or brown furniture, it doesn't matter, it's gonna go. So I've really enjoyed using it and love the color, and we're going to use this on my house too. We did one room in it, but we're going to do probably the rest of the house in it as we go when we get done with this renovation. So I will show you exactly what that is, and I'm going to show you a couple little things that I've done, I've learned over the years as far as painting. Might not be anything new for anybody, but I don't know, might be interesting to somebody. So I'll show you what I do. So here's the tag from Lowe's on the Agreeable Gray. We got a 5-gallon bucket because we have this whole house to do, and we'd already done a room in my house. So you can kind of see a little bit of the color here. It's kind of I guess, I don't know, my husband calls it an oatmeal color. This is what we have on the walls in here so far. And down the hallway and into the bedroom. I still have a lot of trim to do. Painting is one of my pet peeves, y'all. I hate to go into a house and see where people have just slopped paint on the walls. I am very meticulous. I will take a little tiny artist brush and go back and forth until I have straight lines and it looks good. I can't stand a bad paint job. There's been a lot of patching still left to do. There were seams in the wall that were not done very well. So I've got to go back and work on those a little bit more. But one thing I wanted to show you was how I paint in a corner. I don't ever use tape. Tape is very frustrating to me, especially on textured walls, because it just seeps. You spend all that time taping and then it just seeps underneath. Back and forth, and then you just have a mess, and it's a big waste of time. So I always freehand everything if I can. So one thing to invest in, you can be cheap in a lot of things, but you want to invest in like I made a mess on my hands already. You want to invest in a good brush. So I love angled brushes. They just make life a whole lot easier. So when I'm going to do a color, load up a little bit. I'm going to try to do this and hold the phone at the same time. Load up some color on your brush. Switch hands. And when painting in a corner, just start bringing your brush down, and you're going to have a lot of paint left on the wall, but I don't go anywhere near the corner at this point. You want to get a lot of that paint off your brush. It's on the wall nearby, but not in the corner. If you get that near the corner, you're going to overshoot and get on trim or whatever you have, and it's going to be a mess. So I work the paint, kind of get rid of some of this excess, and just keep what I need in the corner. There's a little extra there. So you get enough paint and just drag it, pull it straight down. Oop, I lost it. Then you can just kind of blend in this extra. You're going to have to do a second coat anyway, but just smooth out the extra paint that you have. And then we'll do a little bit up here. So you can see I don't have a big glob of paint there, but I just cut it right in that corner. And that's how I do any kind of corners or separation. One trick I've learned, and I will show you back in here, is the use of caulk. Caulk can be your best friend. Let me see if I can climb this ladder and hold the phone. So especially when you have a big separation in colors like this, if you run a little bead of caulk, and don't push it in too far, but just run a bead of caulk in to wherever you're going to separate colors, and it gives you a smooth surface to work with, smoother than the texture anyway. I haven't finished trimming up here, so I've got a little bit of fixing to do, but it's a whole lot easier to do than trying to work with just the textured surface. So all of this has been caulked. Just about the whole house, everything we've painted almost has been caulked. It just makes things so much easier. Plus, if you get, little cracks and settling going on, it's a good filler for that too. So I don't know, maybe you knew that, maybe you didn't. If you learned something today, great, awesome. It's just little things like that that make life a whole lot easier.